Okay. Fixed that. Okay, okay. Um, it says I'm live. I have deactivated my streamer model because I don't have a second screen and I just can't do all that all at once without a second screen. So, there you go. um, how? Okay. Stream. I can see chat, so feel free to communicate. Hold on. I don't have this muted, do I? We can bump that back up. Create new world. New world. Uh, what should we call this one? Just, I don't know. Hardcore. No one came in time to name it for me, so I guess I'm being super uncreative. Create new world. I'm playing strictly vanilla. Oh, hello, Spy. Yes. Am I coming through? Yeah, it looks like all my stuff's coming through. Hello, Spy. Cow? Um, so I had a lot of things set up and a lot of stuff I was going to do, and then I just didn't do any of it, and consequently I didn't do anything. And so now I'm just playing regular vanilla hardcore Minecraft. I do still intend to do the dragon thing. I said I'd do that, so I'm gonna do that, the dragon thing, but I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna make any other promises until I'm back to having a grip on things. Yes, I something happened to my other monitor, and without a second computer monitor, I just did not have enough uh, monitor space, enough brain space, because that's how it works, right? Your brain expands as your monitors do to handle a um, a VTuber right now. So you don't see because there's nothing to see. Give me your flesh. Let's see. Well, step one should be. I'm stuck with one screen. Oh yeah, yeah, that's fair. I have been living amongst these specific individuals for a long time. So, don't need to. I've already adjusted to things less powerful than modern computers. While I'm unlocking things, may as well jump in the water. Uh, so I was reading up on like how people handle, or not handle, but what people do with their first tools. And apparently, making a single wood pickaxe and using it as a multi-tool until it breaks is not that uncommon. Which sounds a bit ridiculous to me, but may as well try it out. It's not like I'm have a shortage of birch wood right now, but still. Ow. I should maybe be more conscious on taking damage. This is still hardcore. I see stone up here. I want all of my tools made out of stone. That's an axe. And that's a pickaxe. And that's a hoe. That's a sword. That's a shovel. And I just need 8 more for a furnace. That's the word. There you go. All the basic stone stuffs. Axe goes here. Pickaxe goes here. Shovel. Sword. That's not a sword. That's good. Sword and hoe. I know what I'm doing. I have a solid grip on the entirety of my current situation. My current first strategy is just run, be in new place now, and I feel like not changing. I like, well, I know the benefits of it because that's all I ever do, and when I don't, I come across a lot of problems that I'm not used to adapting to. But I don't know if the benefits of just running versus buckling down as soon as I get started. I don't know which one of those is better. One of these. And one of those. One of those. One more. Let's get this down. And now, I don't have to worry about nighttime. Cave. Actually, that is a cave well above sea level, which probably means it's not too bad for iron. Ever since the Caves and Cliffs updates, iron is actually best found high, up in, like, vertical height. So that's one of the real reasons to always start by climbing a mountain. But, you know, high elevation caves, rare commodity, you know, by virtue of not many stones being here at this elevation. But at the same time, a commodity you want. I know where I'm going with the sentence. That is a bucket or a pickaxe, whichever one I need first. I've decided I don't need that coal. Coal is the other thing you find way up here. That skeleton was wearing a helmet, but helmets break. As opposed to earlier versions, in the newer versions, A helmet will always protect a undead from burning in the sunlight. However, now the helmet will take the damage to its durability instead of the undead, as opposed to just not negating the damage altogether. Now the helmet takes the damage, which is an important distinction to make, because that skeleton may have been wearing enchanted gold, but it's still only gold, and it probably it will not be a threat because of that. You know, I think it's more common to find a mob with 4 pieces of armor all from the same set, than it is to find a mob with... Oh, this is one of the rarest things that can happen in Minecraft. I have not been reading chat. I should move this closer so I'm more likely to see when it updates. Pink sheep are a super rare occurrence in Minecraft. Spawning naturally. You can just make any old sheep pink with some red dye and some bone meal. But this is super rare. I'll keep it as a memento. I always like collecting some of the tall flowers because they're an easy way to infinitely produce dyes. I saw more cows up here. Ooh, pigs. That's a baby pig. I saw more cows up here, so I'm going to go over there, start some meat cooking, and slaughter all the cows for more meat. That's my current plan. And that's why you can't always sprint up mountaintops, because that fall would have killed me. And to be clear, that fall would have killed me from full health. My running around at half health, not actually a factor in how dead I would be. No, die. Thank you. Put that there. Take a nap. I don't recall messing with how my chat appears. Why is it looking funny? I want to cook my mutton next, just by virtue of gotta keep the... what I really want to do is eat my low supply of food first, so as to reduce the number of stacks that food takes up. I did, however, kill the chicken for a good reason. We can do stuff like... Ow, stop that. Stop that. I already have most of the raw ingredients behind making a book and quill, so I could, like, make a journal. And that'd be cute and poetic. Where'd my cow murder setup go? Come on. I haven't even done anything yet. How can karma be biting so hard? I haven't even done anything in this world. That's one of the great things about karma. People act like it's cosmic, it's the cosmos paying back your dues. but it only ever comes back as bad stuff. No one's ever like, oh, I have such good karma. No. Good karma's a myth made up for marketing. Like, actually, you never hear good karma except brought up by a company or in the context of a company. Right? Karma knows no dimensional boundaries. Karma originally meant completely the opposite. Oh! Okay. Yeah, but when something bad happens, they're like, that's karma. Except, no. Because it's... Yeah, they act like you got what's coming to you. I don't know. I will say that it does not in the least bit surprise me that old saying now means the opposite of what it does now, simply because so many old sayings now mean the opposite, or at least are now often used to represent the opposite of what they were originally. Like curiosity killed the cat, and satisfaction brought him back. And great minds think alike, but dull minds rarely differ, or something like that. And it's they mean the opposite. There. I swear I need to move this whole setup. Gimme. There. All alone on this platform. I can now see. And... gimme. I probably should have waited for that. Well, I'm up here. Let's look for more resources. Where's the cave? There's the cave. Here's the big question. Do I start from the top and dig like a slice in to illuminate this cave so I don't have to deal with it? Or do I just find some coal and deal with it? I really do not have much in the way of defensive materials. Like leather boots. There you go. Now I can take on the whole world. Let's go! I know why I made the sword. I think originally I there were some combats, like some mobs I would prefer to bring a sword against, but I have since forgotten those convictions. So now I don't hold them anymore, because that's what happens when you forget convictions. I swear, it's always, like, nerve-wracking when you punch one out and all you can see is the one directly behind it, and you're like, if I go up, then it'll go down. I've actually gotten super lucky. Both times I've gone up, it's been up. And it's the traditions who usually depend on expressions like that. If I had to guess, it's probably because traditional values. Yeah! Yeah, that makes sense. Or something that, like, I've noticed periodically, quote unquote traditional values don't actually line up with actual ancient tradition. They're modern interpretations of traditional values and are often wise, vastly unwise for that, and not actually something your ancestors would do. Just in my experience. Boomers. Ah, I know what boomers are. They're the green fellows. That was not a that was not a racially charged remark. I'm to my knowledge, uh, no fellows that one might expect to meet come in the color green. I was making a joke. At the expense of angry exploding plants. And as one might expect from my description of them, I'm not sorry for calling angry exploding plants green fellows. Bop. That's not how you build a wall. There you go. Safe. About emoji. I've started looking into emoji again. And soon there will actually be a reason to subscribe to me, aside from making me happy. It makes me happy. Someone give me your Twitch primes. It'd be nice. One moment. Just a moment. One moment. And I'm back. I was informed of things I needed to do when I'm not live. Stop that. I did it. I stabbed him. I do have my furnace on me, so I'm not leaving behind any cooked foods. Mine. 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 I also, because this is vanilla, have many fewer things to come across when running across this open world, which I'm perfectly happy. The natural environment is usually more than enough to entertain me as I run. Probably why I do it too much, to be perfectly honest. Egg. With a bit of luck, you can get infinite eggs out of just a few, which is why I consider it important to always try and acquire some. Except chickens usually don't produce eggs the moment they spawn, which means you need to stick around in a chicken-filled area for a bit. And as previously mentioned, I don't stick around, so slight complication. Smack. Smack. Okay. I now have all the raw materials for this. Let's get out my crafting bench. I'd just like to say, I've seen what the actual bookmaking process is, This is like a dream come true to a traditional bookmaker. That's nuts. Book in Quill. I can now write like a cute summary of what I was up to at the end of each stream or something like that. I always like the stories that are told through the gameplay. The problem is, I am not usually of a mindset to pre-create these stories. So it's really hard for me to like... I'm pretty good at acting, is one of the things. Oh, assuming I survive. Gee, thanks. That's a lot of faith in me. I'm really good at acting, so I could do something like log on with an alt, fly over in creative mode, build a structure, and then explore and find it, right? I could do that. And it'd look believable, probably, and it'd look pretty good, probably. That baby cow's gonna get raised as a pig, because there are no cows here anymore. You two are now family, enjoy. I could do that, theoretically. The problem is, I'm not usually of a mindset that would allow me to. Just because I would never actually sit down and do it. But I still want to tell stories. So I was thinking, like, maybe I just start something that doesn't have, like, a real clear why to it. For example, starting a journal. And maybe with my sheer and vast quantity of clever knowledge, I'll be able to produce. It's going to come back and find me. Oh no. Oh no, Bat Cow, which is an actual character, is going to come and find me. Joke's on it, I'm richer than Batman. I'm not right now, but I will be. Probably. Actually, probably not. I find it unlikely I'm going to actually build a gold farm. But I could be richer than Batman. Look, okay. Who's the real protagonist here, right? The cow, who is a cow, mind you, and goes moo and eats grass, or the individual who woke up in the forest one day and decided to sprint across the entire length of the world and is simply surviving in this unreasonably hostile environment. I suppose in that description I'm describing myself as part of the environment as well as the main character. Because I'm the unreasonably hostile part. I'll tell you what though, if someday when I'm doing a big build and a cow shows up, I won't kill it. If I'm doing like a massive build out in the middle of nowhere and a cow shows up, it's earned the right to be there. I'm probably putting it in a pen or like on a lead, but it's earned the right to be there. I won't kill it. Mine. Ooh, smoker. That means Oh, you buy raw meat. Huh. That could be very useful. That actually sounds like a fairly easy way to make a emerald farm. That would require string, though. It's my understanding string would be the primary hindrance in that emerald farm by virtue of I would need a dispenser, which means I would need a bow. And while honestly I don't see why I shouldn't have a mod that adds like cotton to it so I can craft string, I don't have a mod, so I can't craft string. Hello, my fine, tasty friend. I think we've already watched me be killed enough times to know that I'm not gonna mess with you. I probably could. The big problem is this is on a hill. 42 for an emerald? Jeez, waste of my time. 42 for an emerald. Arinlol. Hello, Arinlol. Hold on. Did I see that number backwards? Are you telling me that it's 24 instead of 4? That is, like, twice as reasonable, but still unreasonable. Double the reasonable is still insufficient reason. Ooh, ooh. Give me carrots. Dang. Not a single carrot. I don't think I've ever seen a properly dedicated single type farm like that. What? I thought they always had a mix of the various ones. Of course, that one had probably pumpkin stems in it, but still. I just remembered I don't have the... What's it called? The resource pack that makes it so pumpkin stems and watermelon stems are different colors. My Nightbot says hi back every time you say hi. Also, I realize I am super slow to responding to your, hello? What is that? Arinlol? Do I just call you Arin? I feel like that's an A sound instead of an os. I don't know. I don't know how to say your name. It's confusing me. I expected to fall there. I'm so much good at Minecraft that I'm better than I expect. And that entire sentence is exactly what I meant to say. This is incorrect. Sugarcane don't grow that tall. That's not a fact. It's a cow. Hello, cow. I, in fact, do have a lot of... I could have stayed at that old village, come to think of it. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, because it was a huge disappointment! That's why I didn't. I think it's closer to... Aaron? Yeah, that sounds I can't get the jump crits because all these cows live among trees. How am I supposed to show off my epic PvP skills against these cows if I can't get the jump crits? I'll tell you what, epic PvP skills is getting a crit despite there being a tree in the way. I'm pretty sure you can do it because, like, for at least that one frame, you are falling. Which, for the record, is how Minecraft crits work. If you're falling, then it does the crit. Which, I actually don't know if they updated it. I was about to say, it actually makes being stuck in Cobweb not too bad, because the entire time you're falling through Cobweb counts as a crit. That being said, as soon as you... threw him off the edge. That being said, of course, as soon as you land, you can't then jump again for more crits, but it's just something to think about. The real problem is, in PvP, if you get stuck in a cobweb, your opponent isn't going to politely wait for you, or politely stand near you so you can crit them. They're going to axe you. They're going to bow you from too far away. That's the thing. If you stay still too long, they're going to get distance and bow you. Sharpness 2. I don't know why I'm checking. I don't have anything to buy with. Ew. It's a child. No. I almost did. The Iron Golem. Let's see. Where would I want to stand? I think it's 3 blocks up. I do think it is 3 blocks up that I need to be. And I'd want to be like here. Okay. Okay, yes. No! This is gonna take so much longer. Axes are cracked. Honestly, I feel like swords should be the combat thing, but they just can't be. Because axes are just too good. I think that's the thing. I feel like they honestly should be better than they are. Swords. I don't know if it's a nerf to the axe we need, or a buff to the sword, but except in very extreme, very rare circumstances, not even extreme, just uncommon. You really, oh, I like cauldrons. Oh, I like cauldrons so much more than I like seeds. Cauldrons are so expensive, and you need so many to make a good farm. What's this look like? You need so many to make a good lava farm. Also, these houses provide me with cauldrons and food, and I'm not really sure if there's a better way to be. Free cauldrons, free food. I mean, like, I suppose from their perspective, a crazy person who doesn't talk to any of them runs in and steals your food and means of livelihood, then maybe it's not awesome. But I think they're just being kind of selfish. Look at that guy. Came in expecting a job and there was none. I want... Okay, I have 4. I could have a total of 8 iron. I think it's about time that I do that. I also need this. Where... I have a bunch of leather. Let's stick to leather for now, actually. This is hardcore, so I'm very swiftly going to be... Ooh. Nice. I'm very swiftly going to be upgrading. But I don't know. No stone pickaxe. I've decided that I'm upgrading my pickaxe by virtue of I no longer have any other pickaxes. No more wood planks. Only stick. Iron pickaxe. Iron axe? Stone axe will suffice for now. I need a bucket. And I think that's it, actually. Let's put this here. We'll put this here. Let me cook mutton, please. There's lava over there, which I feel like I'm gonna pick up. It actually, if I had enough, I'd go for a second bucket, actually. I just said actually twice, that's dumb. I'm going to check the end. I think I actually... Stop saying actually. I think I saw a lava pool that way, so maybe I'll go back and build another portal, check the nether, not end, and hopefully get a good nether spawn. I'm not buying that it'll actually happen. Okay, so here's the deal, right? 16 times 3 is a lot of bread. Oh, it's trees. You have an axe, no problems. Yeah, that's true. I just remembered I was doing that thing where, like, today's snack is a bowl of assorted chips. And today's drink is... Ooh, I still have ginger ale left. Today's drink is ginger ale and a bowl of assorted chips. I'm so mundane, or humane. That's the word. It's just the same vibe, but for different circumstances. That's not a good notion to have, but it's not technically incorrect. The lava pool was nearby, right? It's not something I remember from, like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago. I'm trying to get better at scaling time. And by I'm trying to, I mean that's always been a struggle, and so it's always been something that's in the back of my head, like, I need to get better at this. One of the big things about hardcore, one of the big things about hardcore is I have a decently hard time deciding that I need to get back up. Like, once I die and lose all my stuff, I just kind of don't want to go through the grind of getting all that stuff back. Especially, like, if it despawns or double explodes or something like that. I just don't wanna. But in hardcore, that's not a concern to begin with. You don't need to worry about having to go get your stuff back, because your stuff is never coming back. Don't sit there like me. No sweet underwater caverns for me to go risk my life in. 'Tis a shame, but after all, life just is that way sometimes. It's gonna take so long for that to finish cooking, and I really don't have anything else to do. The villagers should theoretically notice that they don't have an iron golem relatively soon, which means I can at the very least get more iron. Hold on. I'm wearing a full set. And 3.5 armor is the armor they are offering. I suppose I could, like, try and grind up a handful of emeralds for an enchanted sword. Can I? There. I just need an empty hand, apparently. Let's put the source of the waterfall, like, there. So it's not awful to try and walk through. I swear, some of these villages are built like they've had an earthquake run through them and raise half of them up. Hello. Have you considered getting flushed into the ocean? Yeah, I think he appreciates my 2 cents. 3 cents? I don't know. It's getting more expensive. That's what inflation is. Don't care. Give me... I'm leaving. But with chest. This is one of the new update things that I just haven't ever used. Oh. That is an update thing I've used. You gotta be careful about it, because that's pretty nasty poison. But now it's my pretty nasty poison. Heh heh. Okay. You guys ready to see the peak of human culinary? Can I stab it from here? Got it. Aha! Pufferfish. Oh. Oh, it's because I'm not hungry, obviously. Yeah, pufferfish. I put it in the most secure place. Well, forget it's there and break the boat and panic because now all my stuff's on the floor. The most secure place. All of this is underwater. That means I can't use the lava to repair it. Ooh. Happy to see it, though. I don't need this shovel. And some obsidian. Very good. Very happy. You see that white stuff? That white stuff's gonna make me a bow. Or a fishing rod. Or a bow, but for a different reason. The sword is the correct tool for the cobweb. Which, annoyingly enough, kind of is the primary reason to have a sword in combat. So here's the thing, right? The sword's only advantage over the axe is its multi-hit. It can hit multiple targets at once. Except when you're fighting mobs, when you're fighting mobs, removing the... You aren't usually fighting mobs that are packed close enough to make the multi-hit matter. And when fighting people, removing the turn order economy, which I don't know what it's actually called, but that's what I'm calling it, because I play too much D&D, is the most important thing. So even if you are fighting PvP and have enough people to warrant such an action, and they're fighting close enough together, it's not as important for you to fight them as it is... Oh, it stayed in the boat! That's technology not even minecarts have. No, but it is more important for you to remove others from trying to hit you than it is for you to remove them all at the same time. Spreading out the damage, even though it might be slightly more if you connect multiple people. And by multiple, I mean like not just 2, 3 or more. If you connect with 3 or more people each swing, it might be more than an axe crit. But it's an axe crit's all to one target, and it's just more important to remove your targets than it is to deal more damage. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, no, that's how to say it. Because players will always try and heal. When they're too low, they'll back out, heal up, and come back in. So you really need to burst them down, because otherwise they'll always have time and opportunity to back out. I suppose there is the exception of like whittling them down so steadily that they don't notice how low they've gotten, or like if they have gotten used to backing out at low numbers instead of the regular numbers they'd be backing out at, then I suppose there's some merit to that, but you'd have to be fighting for a long time and or multiple combats over a period, and that probably includes you losing those combats if they've gotten complacent with how they're fighting you. I don't actually recall specifically what orange concrete powder looks like. I don't really mess with concrete, so it doesn't surprise me that I don't recall what concrete powder looks like. But I was thinking, like, what's the difference between red sand and orange concrete powder? Also, why can you not craft red sand? Like, I suppose a lot of people would be like, add red dye to sand. Red sand is red because of the iron content. And iron turns red. Well, turns what we identify as orange, but is close enough to red that without other things to compare it to, it's red. We just typically have a more ready understanding of what a more true red looks like in this modern day, just because of our access to things. I swear, I started running to the sunset so as to prolong how long it takes to go down. That's not how it works in this world. Ooh. Ooh, that would effectively make it go down much faster. This is too many torches. I'm in trouble deep. Ooh. There's a baby. Hello, baby. Ah! I told you I was in deep trouble. I told you. Why would I come down here without the sun to back me up? This is terrible. Where's my shield? I have iron. Oh my goodness. Who thought this through? I swear, it's been too long since I've played hardcore, or even Minecraft seriously. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Okay, new idea. Sleeping. No, okay, I insist. There has to be a way to craft chainmail. Hold on. No? No? Dang it. That's lame. Gimme? That. Oh, I was making a shield. Spider noise, spider noise. I'm so good at these intimidation tactics. No, I wanted to put this down. Give me that. I want this tree. Only this tree will do. None of its relatives or siblings or family. All of they may live, but I require you. Skeleton noises. Gee golly gosh, I sure hope no one summoned the sun. That skeleton would probably be rather upset about that turn of events. Bop, bop, bop. Why do I have a block of red sand? I don't recall this event. There you go. What was I doing? This. Regrettable, but that doesn't get to be in my offhand anymore. And the bed doesn't get to be there, and why is that there? And yep, that's correct. Go away, tiny nuggets. You only had promise back when I thought you could become chainmail. Give me the sticks. The sticks for more torches that I already don't have room for. Go! Okay. Now, when I go down, they'll be like rains, but they'll get toasted by the sun when they try to approach me. And that'll be a good way to cause an initial thinning of their numbers. I am starting with 0 inventory, so I should probably not do this by virtue of it being a unilaterally poor decision. No, I'm leaving the rose bushes behind. And the ink sac. And that's it. Yeah, I want to keep the rest of this. Okay. Eh. The spiders shouldn't attack me, it's daytime. Apparently cave spiders also work under that. Ooh. That's one of the most valuable finds. It's something I have to find. It's something I can only find in specific areas. And it's integral to how I strategize and play around a significant portion of the game. I'm very happy to have found these, and I will put down the gravel. Step 1, though, is light. Step 1 of anything I do is not die, and so I will light. I saw green! Who are you, Explodey? I hate it when things despawn without announcements. There. Green. I knew it! I knew it'd be behind me! I swear, my shoulders shiver so much whenever I'm scared. I'm like, I cannot be here, the creeper's to my back. Oh, speaking of creepers, I'm gonna actually place a bunch of torches before I start mining. Okay, so making a dripstone farm, super straightforward. One of those, a water block right above it, and then just a dripstone below it, so like that, and then just airspace below that, and it will grow both from the bottom and from the top. So farming dripstone really does only require like 5, but the more you have, the more you can make it go exponentially faster. So, you know. Always good to live in gross excess. Spider Eye? I hate to do it. I hate to see him go, because Spider Eyes are so uncommon. They're just nice potion ingredients. Good things to craft potions out of. 10 out of 10. But, like, I sleep through the night all the time, so I don't get them very frequently. You guys are the worst! You threw him at me? Where'd the other one go? You're useless. I'm down to just me and you. Okay. Creeper took out my torches. That's all creepers do. So there was a mob vote. It's To be perfectly honest, I feel like the mob vote serves more to divide the community sometimes. Like, oh, the influencers have stolen the mob votes from all of us mundane players. Or all of us real or whatever, but like, that's what you do in a vote. You try to convince people that your side is correct. You decide what you want, and then you try to get what you want to happen. And I understand the annoyance about it, but still, you can't be bitter about playing the game to win. That's what the game is. But at the same time, like, the Copper Golem would have introduced copper buttons, and maybe that was cool. Honestly, the cute little moss monster looked great. I don't think it was useful. Back before they made the lighting updates, where it needed to be absolute 0, then that makes sense. Because now monsters can only spawn in absolute 0 lighting. So the Glade would make a lot of sense back then, but nowadays, that's not a problem. Back before it had to be absolute 0, the Glade would have made a lot of sense, but nowadays, that's not a problem. Because it doesn't have to be absolute 0, and at least for me, it's pretty easy to tell when something becomes absolute 0, or when something's getting too close, or like, generally the level of comfort I have with the light level cuts off before light level 0 arrives, so I try to... Hey, I'm sleeping on your couch. Imagine being host and you fell asleep before your guest. What the heck? I'll be honest, Bill. I just read your most recent comment. Don't know when you posted it, but I just now read it. And I don't get it. What are you saying? I'm confused. No, I jumped on the crops. I apologize. Can we talk about how my one little stint into the cave... Is stint the right word? Into the cave, and my shield is below half durability? Those skeletons need to chill out. I swear, if I have to make a second shield before I make iron armor, I'm gonna be upset. I like jungles. Ooh, I like that better. I like jungles because I'm convinced that I will eventually, one day, maybe, come across a jungle temple. Which I don't have really all that bad luck with. I come across temples frequently-ish, I guess. Jungle temples, to my understanding, are the most rare of the 3. Actually, if I count ocean temples, they might be called monuments now that I'm thinking about it. If I count ocean temples, then I come across them quite frequently. But jungle temples are the least common, so I don't feel bad about not getting them very frequently. I don't think Crying Obsidian works in portals, so this one's a bust. Gimme. Huh. Pumpkin. Pumpkins are actually really good crops. They're a nice exchange rate for villager emeralds. They're super easy to farm. I just don't care, so I'm leaving them behind. Bye-bye. This looks like a sparse forest. No, there's bamboo. It's just a forest edge. Okay. Ooh, cocoa beans. I'm pretty sure I could leave behind my boat. I thought I was gonna pretend I was gonna like eat this and it was gonna be funny. I just haven't yet. So I'll leave Puffy behind. The real problem is if I want to farm cocoa beans, I then see I can't grow this on any log except jungle wood. That's the real problem with deciding I'm taking cocoa beans. It takes 2 inventory slots because then I need... Oh wait, hold on. Consolidate my torches, haha. Now I'm back down to 1 inventory slot. What is this? Fortune 1. That's not good. Why? Why? So, fortune on a shovel means that when you do something like dig gravel, you have a 100% chance of getting flint. You know, the thing you can do with just slightly more time and patience. You could instead have an enchantment do for you. Which I understand the value of, but like why? Why was that loot? Why not like a silk touch shovel? Which silk touch tools are almost interchangeable and all super valuable. Okay. Should start breaking automatically, which means more efficient looking for saplings. Hello. Have you come to discuss the end of your world? My world? No, no, no. My world doesn't end. I am forever. Don't tell me respawn point set is rainy and dark and spooky. I thought rain didn't technically lower the viability of monster spawns, though. Okay, I do have a jungle sapling. Oh. I totally forgot hoe is the correct choice here. And there goes my hoe. Tragic. Look at how much faster the hoe is. I'm so glad that they gave hoe, like, any uses at all. Still 1 sapling, which should technically be good enough. I will have to leave my sticks behind if I want to grab a cocoa bean, though. Which, yeah, let's do it. Why is it always Badlands? It's always deserts and Badlands. What's up with me and always walking into the hot biomes? I suppose that's not true. I suppose sometimes I come across, like, tundras and other spruce biomes. No, that doesn't count, because when I come across the spruce biome, I don't come across anything else. It's always just the 3 spruce biomes, all in close proximity to each other. Ooh. This is actually something that I come across very infrequently. Just on the other side of that desert. Wait, I hear bubbling lava. Where? Where? Yeah, I know, it's not straight down. I'm pretty sure lava doesn't just bubble like that unless it's in a pool, right? I'm pretty sure I had to be over a pool of lava to get that effect. We are going above the stone because stone forms around lava. Hello! Happy to see ya. How about I do this right here? One, two, three. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 1. Boop. And then 1 here. 1 here. Boop. Okay, so here's how it goes. To pick up obsidian, you need a diamond pickaxe. So technically, that what I just did is a strat that is not inherent to all those who play the game. Go away. I don't have flint. I do have that, however. I'm sleeping in my tunnel. No mobs will come here, right? Okay. This biome, to my knowledge, it's called like gravel plains, gravel hills. It might actually only be those 2 variants. No? I thought this was there's a large patch of gravel. Okay. False alarm. That's what I get for thinking something cool happened. Gravel is a shovel resource. That's why I can break it with my hands, and that's why I'm not using a pickaxe. There. Crafting table. You know what they say? Take only memories, leave only fire. There you go. Cactus. Apparently, cacti can only be found in, like, specific parts of the American continents. So, it's actually kind of funny that everyone's constantly like, ah, desert mean cacti. Because that's just not the case most of the time. Okay. What? Okay. So there is the lava sea below me. I'm just in a cave in what, the roof? How far away is bedrock from above me? And of course, I knew it. It always is the basalt deltas right next to the first portal you open. No, I have to know. How? There. That's where my portal put me. And keep in mind, this one, like, not that high up. Need stick. Got stick. No, wait, I already read that comment. I didn't understand it then either. Water. Lava. Ooh, actually. Lava. Ha ha ha! Don't worry, I didn't break the portal on the other side, so if I get stranded and I'm running around lost, and I still won't find it because it's attached to the roof, and no one runs around against the roof when they're lost. So imagine how unbelievably precarious that would be to try and run around against the surface of the roof when looking for your stuff. That'd be awful. Not stuff, your way home. I want to be clear that nether navigation is my primary reason for not going into the nether. Like, if I was better at navigating in the nether or finding my way back, then I'd have just gone for it. Okay, not that spawn, because that was an awful spawn. But, come on. Lava flows so slow, jeez. I'm not used to having to wait for it to descend. Oh my goodness. This is awful. Oh, but I did keep my boat. That means I didn't even need to do this. I was like, I'm gonna be clever and make a platform right against the ocean surface for me to operate on. Nope. Completely superfluous. I don't suppose any other iron wants to offer itself up for me. I'm only at 17 coal, may as well. I do want to set up home before I break this pickaxe. I want to find somewhere to be. I don't want a acacia village. I feel like I settle in them too frequently. I want something else. That's why I can't sprint, because I'm starving to death. See, look at that. I'm so clever. Aha, now I have a platform next to operate with. I could have just done this. And being in a boat negates fall damage, to my understanding. So I could have done that from any height. I will say, if I come across, like, especially a jungle temple, I'm just going to move into the jungle temple. I might not necessarily move directly into a desert temple. And I'm certainly of the opinion, disposition's the wrong word, that I can't move into an ocean temple. Huh. Lots of things to consider. But if I come across a jungle temple, that's my home now. I don't care that I'd have to convert my own villagers. I'd do it. That's why I wanted the Spider Eye, because a Potion of Weakness, which, mind you, I already have a brewing stand, I don't actually have any Blaze Powder. Dang it. It's kind of silly, if you ask me, that you need Blaze Powder specifically to work your brewing stand. I suppose, like, it's magic, but it already does have a Blaze Rod in it. I suppose that might be why it's Blaze Powder specifically, like, use the powder to reinvigorate the rod back to its original magical might, I guess. I don't know. Actually, no. I think that's the correct one. I think I'm correct. There's another village, but I don't want to settle there because it's the wrong type of village. Bah. I did, however, bring a lava bucket this time to ease my woes. I did want to say, I haven't been streaming a lot recently. As I said in my Discord server, !Discord to join, in my Discord server, that I intend to stream every day until from now till the end of this upcoming month. Not every day. Every day minus Sundays. But I still want to say live with my own voice that that's a conviction I want to make. That's a goal that I'm going to strive for, and I'm going to strive for it hard. I'm not just going to sit by and let it passively go, because that's not how things get done. But I might not do it anyway. Just because that's what I want to do and that's what I set my sights on doesn't mean I'm necessarily the best at doing it. So if it's becomes noticed, or if someone has a concern that I've forgotten and hey, I need to... This can't be the one that I've... No, this isn't one that I've already been to. Hey, I'm spending the night on your couch. If anyone gets concerned that I've forgotten, or like if it's past go time and I haven't gone live, at me. I don't know actually if you have the authority. Yes, you can at me. At me. In Discord. I will respond. I suppose technically it might be the case that you can't at me specifically, but rather generally the big names, in which case the big names will yell at me because they have their own private means of yelling at me. I will do this, but I'm also opening myself up to be held accountable for doing this, because that's what I said I wanted to do. And when you don't bring a water bucket, it makes it hard to do the lava water bucket trick. What are the odds this ends with water? Oh. Fairly good odds this ends with water. Okay. Nice. uh... Yeah, that's what a portal frame looks like, roughly. I'm impressed by your guys' insistence on spreading the fire, but seriously, calm down. That was my water source, wasn't it? Well, Dane. The heck? You can waterlog leaves? Um... Stop it. Yeah, that's roughly the same. Let's try our luck with another nether summon spawn. It's not really a spawn, it's just a check-in, I guess? I don't know. Let's check in on the nether situation and see if it's improved. I'm not going to pretend like there's no way it could have gotten worse, because it is... Nether is the word hell. That is what the word means. Okay, okay. I've come to the conclusion that it's not gotten worse. But it has gotten slightly more threatening. Where is... Oh, that's where that mysterious inventory space came from. That's fine. I'm gonna put that down and pick that back up. I will put that there in case I need to hop out and put myself out in a hurry. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is this. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so they'll attack me unless I'm wearing some gold armor. So I'm wearing some gold armor, and I'm happy to say that means they shouldn't attack me. Gas spawn in the nether waste has been greatly reduced since the days of the nether waste being the only biome for it, so I don't have to worry about getting gas blasted. And even if I did, they typically make plenty of noise, so I don't have to worry about getting gas blasted and it being a surprise attack. That bone Yes, so over there is a Soul Sand Valley, which is in fact not good for those of us who don't want to argue with skeletons. Okay. Okay. I think they're good. Technically, if I wasn't wearing this helmet, the defense I'd have is run to a zombie pigman. Because the pigmen are scared of the zombie pigmen, even though the zombie pigmen leave them alone. So they would get mad, run at me, see him, and run away. Would be my defense if they got upset at me right now. However, so help me, child, you better actually pay up. I've become thoroughly confused by the sound effects that just happened. Ayo! This. Nice. Fire prot. Aside from that exchange, I don't see much else. For the record, the reason you go for a gold helmet is because the gold helmet is the same numerically as the iron helmet, except, of course, in durability. So, in a full iron set, which is what I would normally be if I was trading with zombie pigmen, but in a full iron set, running around with a gold helmet wouldn't actually decrease my defense any. And I don't care. Bye-bye. No, I don't care. Yeah. I keep forgetting which key I bound the throw button to, but I bound it to the other half of my keyboard so I don't accidentally push it, because apparently a lot of people accidentally push their throw bind when they're in a stressful situation, which often leads to people dropping their swords at the feet of their opponents. Which is not how to win games, guys. And I don't know if that's like a quirk of just the people I watch or some law of nature, but I decided to take extra precautions just in case. And I moved it to the other side of the keyboard. So now, the only time my hand's over there is when I need food, so I'm more likely to throw my gapples on the floor for my enemy. Which is so much better. I know, I won't punch you. I'll eat the pork chop first. I just keep going. I just want, like, a... Honestly, I might even accept Snow Village. Snow is... Snow takes less... Yeah, no, Snow's just different. It takes more foresight when you want to build when you build there, but it has its own benefits, and for example, the default flooring of a snow biome is snow, not grass. And in order to pick up grass, I either need to kill an Enderman who's holding grass, or get Silk Touch. Which means it's quite hard to get grass without a solid enchantment setup. And by solid, I mean villagers. A hot max level enchantment setup, typically not solid enough. At least, I've never, like, gotten into the groove of grinding for levels. I suppose that might be part of some of my struggles. Like, I've never actually stayed up all night and fought 30 levels worth of monsters so I could enchant something. Never happened. So maybe I should look into whether that's a reasonable thing, or whether the people I watch are just crazy, or I don't know. Maybe I just don't have enough patience for, and I should have a lot more patience for it. I'm going that way because the only structure in this biome, in that biome, is that. The only structure in a dark oak forest is that structure. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So for those of you who don't know, I have a reputation when it comes to coming across these things in my first episode. And I already have a lava bucket. So why not keep up the tradition? No, wait. I must have picked it up in the same motion I put it down. There you go. I'd prefer it if it didn't go towards the mansion. Hee 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 hee. That's the sound we want to hear. It annoys me to no end that I can't lava log things like I can water log things. See, look at that. Actually, I don't even need lava. I have flint and steel. I have the power to do this manually, even. Okay, and that was roughly half the durability of my flint and steel, so I'm going back to lava. Loop. 2, 3, okay. That's probably enough to start its own fires down there. Look at this. Look at all this ancient tradition and historical building, and it's on fire. It's on fire, and they deserve it, and I don't feel bad. And I don't know if I can cross back over to that side anymore. Oops. This drop is fine. That drop was pretty fine. I'm keeping my distance, because I really don't want them to notice me if there's anyone in that room. That room as in, you know, the upper entire half floor. The last thing I need is Vexes for my trouble. Although, some would argue that if a Vex flies through a burning block, they should end up on fire. So maybe I have the perfect defense against the Vexes. Why do I always start fires in between me and the water source? I should be starting fires over here, so I can get down later. But yes, to my understanding, chests don't burn. So this is my entire strategy. And there goes my entire strategy. Yeah, the forest is gonna suffer for this particular gag. I don't care. It's funny. There we go. Spread out flat like. Yeah. Really? Can't reach the edge like that? You gotta... There. Oh my goodness. Flow. There. Thank you. Think I'm running a charity here? No. You flow and you burn or you stop existing. Oh, if they have any bookshelves in there, I don't get any of that. Tragic. Look at that face. Isn't that the best face? Isn't that the face you most want to see in the world burn? I am the ecological disaster. See, look at those all those books. Who needs history and ancient writing? I don't like the sound of spiders. Spiders might be able to get to me, considering that I'm burning my defenses. Is the fire even going to get over there? I don't know where the fire breaks in this building are. Obviously, there aren't enough. But there might be some just by coincidence. Is there a building of comparable size to this one on Earth? Like, look at the size of this. And this is already 2 stories up. I believe there should be a lapis block in between his eyes right there. So I look forward to that burning down. That orange spot probably means either a duck or a cat. There's one of the guys. I hope he catches on fire. Speaking of, I hope people catch on fire, I should put lava down somewhere. How this place feeling? Is that a good? I'm gonna take that as it's feeling good. I wonder if they think that... I wonder, like... Are they of the impression that this is a natural occurrence? Like, the fire started and now it's spreading? Or do they suspect that I started this fire? Someone started this fire and they're burning our house down. Ah ha 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 ha. No sympathy. He deserves it. This does have the negative effect of no Totems of Undying. But I wasn't going to win that fight to begin with, so... Let me by. I want on the stone part. Ha 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 ha. No sympathy. This is hilarious. But yeah, any loot chests should survive this, theoretically. Oh my goodness. You can find Allay in here. Are the Allay okay? They'll be fine, right? Allay will be fine? Allay will be fine. They're kept in stone cages, right? This is fine. I think we can officially say that that guy's face burned now. The fire went out over here, so I had to try again. You know what they say, keep trying until the crime is done. I've never heard anyone say that, but I will stick to that as though it is rule of law. And by that I mean I'll stick to it better than rule of law, because this is at the very least a crime. What's up with the big obsidian block? I don't think I've ever seen that before. See, that's what you want to see. Huge lava falls. I don't think I've ever seen that obsidian block before. I'm so happy. I'm so happy and not at all sympathetic. I will say that, Dark Oak and Birch, that's like 6 years ago me. I would have done this 6 years ago, this build. Which is not a compliment. I was not a good builder back then. I do appreciate that the stones are on fire, despite being fireproof. It indicates to me that I've done a solid job. There is that chest there that I want to test and make sure that chest is in fact not flammable, which is important to me because I'd like the loot. I know that anvil isn't flammable, and it's placed on stone even, so don't have to worry about it at all. Yeah, the lava will rush down there. Start a fire, and then I'll be able to observe the chest. If it disappears, then this was a bad idea, but still kind of funny. Yeah, he's on fire. Skeleton. Another chest. See, that chest looks fine. I upgraded your guys' lighting situation. It's more efficient now. Look at this. You'll be able to see for minutes even. If I had a bow, I'd shoot him. And then he'd turn around and be like, I'm an evoker, and send so many problems my way. But it'd be funny up until that point. The evokers better not be able to put themselves out. No, he's gonna burn and die in fire. That's nice. Yeah, everything around that chest is on fire, but that chest isn't. So I think I'm correct. Despite the harm it might look like it's doing to the environment, I don't think I'm actually ruining anything by setting ablaze, except for the Totems of Undying, which I'm absolutely either burning as soon as they spawn, or not spawning, or letting despawn. But yeah, this is fine. That is a block of lapis. It's not a block of blue wool. There should be another one, now that this whole fire is calmed down. Yeah, calm down being relative. Guess there was no block behind that guy's eyes. Imagine, like, being called in by the wool sculptor, or whatever his job title is, and he makes a sculpture of you, and doesn't include a brain. I don't know, that's probably not like a brain, but still, doesn't include one. Oh, I wonder what color his eyes are. Maybe his eyes are blue, and that, like, corresponds to the lapis behind his eyes. That'd be clever. I can't find him. There he is. His eyes are green. Okay. I do appreciate that the super nostalgic Minecraft music has decided to kick in while this is happening. Which, just to be clear, this particular activity is not nostalgic for me in Minecraft. That being said, I am fully happy with accepting this as other people's nostalgic image of Minecraft. Hopefully, we're looking at something like a Gapple and hopefully actually enough iron to make a full suit. I don't know how much iron these places can have. And again, that chest is good. That chest is good. I don't think I have to worry about chests burning. Pumpkins. Not pumpkins, melons. That's actually way closer to a real farm than I anticipated in here. Usually Minecraft auto-generated farms are not good. Well, okay, the default design for a Minecraft auto-generated farm is fine. There's a few tweaks, like most of the time, I'd say your farm should either have water sources that are inaccessible, like a slab on top, or water sources that are infinite, like a 2x2 square. That really is just ready to pass off as a genuine pumpkin farm. Wow. Okay. The time has come to speak of many things. Of cabbage bats, of whirlwind rats, of clouds and spoons and scenes. Of clouds and spoons that scene. What have I done today, guys? Not day one. Episode 1. That's totally a face. Today, I met MEAT a pink I met a wool pig and carrying around its wool as a memento. Let's actually do that. I've come across many villages that I decided against moving into. But I also found a woodland manor and burned it to the ground. Maybe I'll live there. Done. Alright, guys. That's all she wrote, I think. I want to say thank you to everyone for coming and hanging out. I want to say I will go live tomorrow, probably the same time. However, the day after tomorrow, so Wednesday. I intend to stream every day this month, but not... I'm not convinced that I have to stream the same time every day. That's how to say that. So help me, if my bed has already caught on fire, I want to say thank you. And I will say goodbye.